So, is it,
Gōng Fū.
or is it,
Gong Fu.
or is it? Let's find out. If you are into Chinese martial arts, then you must be familiar with these two Chinese characters, and you have been calling it as Kung Fu. Only problem is, there is no such term in Chinese language. According to Mandarin Pinyin, the official romanization method of Chinese language, this is how we spell the characters. No, it's not Gong Fu. Notice that small mark at the top of the letter O. It's a tonal inflection marker. Because of that, we pronounce it as Gung Fu, not Gong Fu. According to Zhuting, which is the romanization of Guangdonghua or Cantonese language, this is how we write the spelling. Pronunciation is just exactly the same, Gung Fu. Southern Min dialect, the dialect of Fujian province, China, it's Kang Hu. And the lesser known Wu dialect, it is called Gōng Fū. Then the question is why everybody worldwide is calling it as Kung Fu. The story starts with this gentleman, Sir Thomas Francis Waite, a British sinologist and scholar. He invented his own method to romanize Chinese characters and also wrote one of the earliest textbooks of Chinese language in English. He used his personal romanization method to write many other books as well. His technique was perfected by another sinologist, Herbert Allen Gales. He wrote the first English to Chinese dictionary and many other books. This newly found method of romanization of Chinese word is now we call Waite-Gales chart. In this method, we spell the word Gung Fu as Kung1Fu. Notice that 1 after Kung. If you see that 1, according to the Waite-Gales chart, Kung will be pronounced as Gung. So it's all Gung Fu, not Kung Fu. But people who read these books were not always familiar with Waite-Gales chart. They were not trained to pronounce the word correctly. There were also many news articles about it and they all read it as. And then came old English dubbed Hong Kong movies, and most of us got our first exposures in the world
of Kung Fu.
when schools were founded and claimed.
I know Kung Fu. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
Some explains the word Kung Fu is English and the word Gung Fu is Chinese, which is kinda right because the word Kung Fu is really added into English dictionary. But the definitions there are not very correct. In Oxford English Dictionary, it is said a Chinese system of fighting without weapons similar to karate. Now, first of all, there are way too many weapons in Kung Fu and way too many styles which have no similarities with karate. Cambridge University says a Chinese method of fighting that involves using your hands and feet and not using weapons. Once again, there are many weapons. According to Collins Dictionary, Kung Fu is a Chinese way of fighting in which people use only their bare hands and feet. A more correct definition we can find in Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Any of various Chinese martial arts and related disciplines that are practiced specially for self-defense, exercise, and spiritual growth. However, the truth is, Gōng Fū was invented and developed in the battlefield to kill people. Health and spirituality came later. And it's not just Gōng Fū. This confusion with romanization happened with many other Chinese words. Yung Chun became Wing Chun. Tai Chi Chuan became Tai Chi. Lao Tzu became Lao Tzu. Sun Tzu became Sun Tzu. Ermei Mountain became Amy Mountain. Now the question is why so many legit Kung Fu instructors worldwide use this term Kung Fu if it is wrong? Well, the reason is this word is just super popular. When you're professionally teaching a martial art, it is very important that you choose the name which is more understandable for everyone. As a matter of fact, many modern contemporary sports social instructor is also calling it as Kung Fu. Even it personally happened to me. Once a person, he told me that you are talking about Kung Fu. You don't even know how to pronounce the word correctly. And I was like, really? So that's all for today. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel. Enjoy your training and all the best.